and welcome back to my channel. I'm bringing you another video. It's gonna be super exciting because my life is so exciting. Actually, it's pretty boring. It's pretty basic. Same routine. Nobody wants to see the same routine every single day. That means me for many hours of the day, or squat, squat, squat. Now, actually, this is going to be exciting because it's another educational video you can just get a lot of information from. At least I can do that. If I'm not traveling a lot and I don't have much to vlog because it's the same exact thing every day. But that's okay because I love what I do. I own several businesses and it works for me. I enjoy it. It's just my life and that's okay. So I don't have a whole lot to share at the moment, but we're going to share information. Alright, so we're going to jump into this video. The truth about supplements. Do you really need supplements? And if you do, what supplements and what do they do? And what are their benefits? Goals. We all have a specific goal we're trying to meet with physically, mentally, whatever that may be. Most of us in this fitness journey, we have a specific goal. We want to lose weight. We want to gain weight, or we just want to maintain what we have, or we just don't know what we want. We all have a specific goal. That is where you're going to tailor your food. That's where you're going to tailor your exercise. Everything's going to be customized and tailored exactly to that goal. It's all going to be tied in together. And then that's where the supplements come in. They are going to tie in with whatever that goal is. I am going to be completely honest with you guys when it comes to this supplement discussion. As most of you know, I have my own supplement line and it is the J series. I've been with Stance Supplements for, oh my gosh, we're going on almost 3 years now. Me and Zach are NutriShop supplement store owners. I've been with them for about 4 years. Then I joined Stance, been with them for almost 3 years, and then we have been our own NutriShop supplement store owners for the last year. I do use some supplements myself, yes, but the truth is they are not required. You do not have to have supplements. Now I know it might be a little bit contradicting because I do own a supplement shop. I am a supplement athlete. I have my own supplement line. I do use them myself, but I think it's important to really understand the use of supplements and just not be shoving buy my supplement down people's throats because you just want to make a buck. I believe in really educating people when you're using supplement to really benefit from them, not just throw them in your diet, throw them in your routine, a waste of money, a waste of time, a waste of just the supplements you're using. It's understanding them and how they work and how you're going to benefit from them if they are done correctly. And first of all, if you even need them, depending on what your goal is. When it comes to supplements, there's more to it than just adding them in. Just because you hear burn fat, gain muscle, you hear all these magic words, and it's going to give you exactly what you want just like that. Supplements are something that completes or enhances something else when added to it. Keep in mind, added to it, not replace. Remember that again, not replace. It does not replace what diet and exercise does. When first starting out, supplements should be the last thing you should be worried about, especially if you're coaching yourself. You should be spending your time on educating yourself in proper diet and proper exercise. Understanding your goals, we're going back to the whole goal thing, understanding your goals and how to get there the right way with hard work and consistency. You should be focused on building a healthy relationship with food and building a good habit with food before even considering supplements. Let's start our fitness journey on a restricted diet. Like, a lot of you can agree with me, majority of you who are starting out in your fitness journey are looking to lose weight. And of course, gain lean muscle in the process and, you know, have curves while you drop that body fat. With that being said, majority of you are cutting food, cutting calories, and increasing intensity in exercise, and that could mean cardio. If you guys haven't checked out my 4 mistakes you're making in cardio, check that one out too. With this restricted diet and increase in exercise, most of us have already probably abused fat burners, caffeine, and pre-workouts to try to lose weight because of the trend we see. Take this product, lose X amount of pounds in X amount of weeks. And usually it's like lose 20 pounds in 2 weeks. Unrealistic time frame, which is unhealthy, and in the long run, you're not gonna keep that weight off. If you lose it that fast, you're gonna gain it back that fast. It's just how it works naturally. And so you see these products, and usually these products are paired up with a very physically trim, amazing looking male or female model, or you have influencers who are putting out this product but are promoting it in an unrealistic time frame and with not a lot of info to back it up, and that can be with their diet and their exercise, or even enough info about the product. So you're going off this limited info and you're just looking at the way they look, that they're talking about this product. Well, I'm just going to take it, I'm going to throw it in my regimen, not even knowing how to do it properly. And some of these models have had a lot of work done. As most of us know, sex sells. So if they're sexually appealing, it's gonna sell. You want to look that way, you want to feel that good, you want people to look at you that way. It's just how the human mind works. A lot of these companies they know how the mind works, so that's how they get you. So then here we are, we believe the hype and these photos. We just start popping pills and powders thinking they're the ticket to fat loss. We don't spend the time to educate ourselves on the proper use of a fat burner, or even the fat burner that we're taking, because of the overuse and the abuse of using the fat burner, pre-workouts, caffeine, whatever it may be. If we actually try to go into a weight loss program, your body has adapted to it. And in turn, it won't do anything for us. We just waste time, we waste money, and it will cause our bodies to shut down its natural function to burning fat efficiently. When it comes to supplements, everything needs to be in place. Diet and exercise being first. Once you have established that and you actually understand it, you have a healthy relationship and a good habit with those two things, and maybe you do start seeing results, then you can start thinking about supplements. I highly, highly recommend though talking to a professional or taking it upon yourself to understand the product that you're thinking of taking and understanding how to use it and the benefits of that specific product. Let's go back to the goals I was talking about. So a lot of us will have goals of we want to lose weight, or we want to gain weight, we want to gain muscle, or we just want to maintain. We're not really worried about going to either those sides, lose or gain. Those who are not interested in losing weight or even gaining weight honestly don't need supplements. If you have your diet in check and you're eating the proper amount of food according to what you're doing, you don't really need supplements. You don't need supplements, especially if you're not going for something specific. Diet, that's all you need to worry about. Spend your money on proper food, on good food. If you're focused on losing weight and you want to maintain muscle, or you want to gain muscle, or you may be an advanced athlete, you may be going for specific competitions. It could be marathons, it could be something that has to do with martial arts, it could have something to do with powerlifting, it could be anything that has to be of you being an athlete. So you need to make sure everything's on point, and you might have to add in supplements to make sure that everything keeps working properly, especially with the intensity of your training. In those cases, that's where you would sit down and just understand and educate yourself on what you would really need according to that, because not every single person is going to need the same exact supplements. Some people, you can just have some basic stuff and it can be the same for quite a few people, but depending on what your goal is, that is where you're going to tailor supplements to that. So from my experience over the years, I have taken a whole slew of supplements, and then I've gone to the point where I take nothing, zilch, nada. But it depends on what I was doing at the time. When I was prepping for competitions and I was prepping for various different photo shoots and events, I was doing a lot of cardio and weight training. My diet was restricted. I did have a lot of supplements in my regimen because I wanted to keep the body fat down and I wanted to maintain muscle, especially with the intensity I was training at. And I'm talking about the intensity was like 6 days a week, and the cardio and the weight training combination was about 2 hours. So it was a lot of training and overtraining. So I needed a lot of stuff for recovery, maintaining muscle because I didn't want to lose muscle, and especially because I had a restricted diet. So that's the other thing you gotta remember. But I had everything tailored. Everything was specifically designed for what I was doing at the time. I wasn't just throwing stuff in. And then as of recently, I hardly take any supplements really. There's maybe a small few I do take now. I don't train as intense as I used to, and I'm honestly, right now, I'm not too worried about gaining or losing anything. I really don't care at this point. I'm happy with where I'm at, and it's easy to maintain, and I don't have to do a lot of crazy things like I used to. Hey, it's all about learning experience. Learning your body. That's the other thing, is I've learned my body and how it responds to certain things over the years. So it's my own, I've had my own journey, and I've gone through, I've tried several different ways of doing things, and you know, I learned from that. So that's the same for you guys. It goes the same for you guys. So no, again, no one specific person is going to be exactly the same in how their training or their diet or their supplement intake is going to be the same. And you know, I share what I do, but it's only going to work for a select few people who are very similar body type wise and all of that. But there's a lot of you that are going to have to be completely different than what I do. And that's, again, learning your body, learning the process, and going from there. There is a lot of supplements on the market that are great, that can really help an individual depending on what their goal is. But if you're just regular day-to-day mom, pop, daughter, son, and you just want to lose some weight, you want to maintain some muscle, and you're not too worried about going to the extreme of things, there are a few supplements that I think are a staple for anyone, especially when you get to that point when you've kind of balanced out your diet and your exercise, you have a good relationship with that I think is really good for someone. So a few of the supplements that I would recommend for a majority of people. Whey protein. We all know what this one is. Protein in a cup. So I've been using this particular one for the last 4 years, because it mixes really well. It tastes amazing. This one in particular, why it's called Pro 7, is it's a 7 blend. So it's like a time release when you intake your protein, of how your body absorbs it and how quickly it gets absorbed into your body. It gives you a little bit more window of time to benefit from what comes from your whey protein. Whey protein is not a meal replacement. I've talked about this before, and I'm going to stress it again, is not a meal replacement. The only time it could be a meal replacement is if there's absolutely no way that you can get in a meal and you only have your protein powder, or you absolutely have no time, you need something and you need a shake to hold you over until you get to a meal, that's fine. But you're not replacing your meals. The best time, and the only time I take a protein shake, is right after a workout. Right when you're done training, you depleted yourself of your glycogen stores, and your body's completely done. You need quick refuel and recovery. Keep your body in anabolic, which means keeping your body from breaking down muscle tissues. In conjunction with a carb source, you're golden. You're gonna maintain muscle and your body's gonna still burn fat efficiently. So I only usually take in about 1 protein shake a day. I don't depend a lot on this because, as you guys know, I do intuitive eating, and I still considered this a processed food item or a processed item. So I only take in one shake after training. Now, if I do train 2 times in one day, I will take in 2 shakes, but it's only when I'm doing those training sessions. So I think this is a good thing to have, but remember, for those beginners, make sure you have a healthy relationship with your food before going to a protein shake, because you are not supposed to be replacing food and meals with a protein powder. This is only to help and enhance, not replace. Sell in NutriShop, any NutriShop near you. This is the specific protein I have used for a long time, and I only use because once I like something and I know about how great a product is, because I spend a lot of time understanding my products and educating myself, I have stuck with this, and I probably will never, unless they stop selling this, I probably will never switch from it. So this is what it is. It is Vitasport Pro 7 Synthesis. Branch chain amino acids. Now this is one that's a part of my supplement line, Stance Supplements, and I've been using Stance since it came out, like this particular BCAA since it came out. I think this September is going to be 3 years. Oh, and I am the first and original athlete too, because I just believed in this line so much. Branched chain amino acids, BCAAs, is another one of those things that I think is a staple in a regimen. Is something that I would, if I were going to recommend anything to the beginner, to the advanced, whoever it is, would be BCAAs. Branched chain amino acids is basically your most essential amino acids, which are found in various different meat products. Now these amino acids, they're essential, which means your body doesn't naturally produce these amino acids, so we have to get it from a different source. The amount of grams that are in one scoop, which is usually about 5 grams in most cases, of the amino acids that are delivered in one scoop, if you compare that to how much meat products you'd have to eat, it would be too much for someone to stomach. I mean, and who wants to be eating meat all day, every moment? Just the amount of what's in one scoop. Plus, proteins, meats actually are harder to break down and digest than most foods. Actually be very stressful on your body if you're eating too much protein. So having something like this source, especially before, during, or after your workout, or even an extra scoop some other time of the day because you're sore or you need it. Basically what it does is it helps with recovery time. It helps with soreness. So it's gonna help you recover quicker. It's gonna help you repair muscle tissue quicker. And you're trying to gain muscle, having this extra little added benefit in there on top of your diet is gonna make things that much easier, and it's gonna help you get better results as well. Powder, liquid form, when you do drink it in, it goes in very quick. Your body absorbs it a lot quicker because it is liquid form. Those who do not eat meat, having a BCAA in replace of that. Whenever I have somebody who comes into our supplement shop or asks me about supplements, I usually say, if anything, BCAAs, if anything. And then I won't recommend anything other than that, because I think BCAAs are awesome. I always have this in my regimen, always. And I take even extra scoops, especially at times when I'm feeling really, really sore, because this is something you can take more than once versus, you know, other ones are, you know, you have to take as directed. You only take so many capsules so many times a day. I preferably like drinking this during my workout. I don't know why, I like sipping on something tasty, but I always use this during my workout. But you can do it before, during, after. You can do it other multiple times a day. I like to make jello treats with this, popsicles with this, which gives you a guilt-free treat. And a lot of us don't have a lot of money to spend on supplements, and they're saying, if I had to get anything at all, if we can work without supplements, I usually make it work with clients, or just depending on the individual who approaches me. But if they only have a certain budget, I usually say, go for this. Go for this. This is BCAAs. Another thing that I have recently, that I've added into my regimen, it's actually almost out, is FIBURN. So this is the newest addition to, and the first addition to my supplement line, the J series. Now, what's really, really great, and a lot of you have had questions about this, and I've been talking about doing a video, and I've been slacking on it. Apologies. But FIBURN is something that I had a huge part in. I helped with the formulation. So basically what I wanted this product to be and how I wanted it. The formulators, they did an amazing job in doing what I wanted and putting this thing together. I am been so impressed. I'm absolutely in love with this. I couldn't be happier the way this turned out. So let's talk a little bit about FIBURN. The one thing about my supplement line is I wanted to actually promote products I actually use. I actually wanted something that was created by me, that would be used by me. So I'm not gonna BS you guys. I want you to buy this product just to make a buck. I mean, you guys probably notice I don't shove my supplements in your face all the time. Like, I'm like, yeah, I'm using it this day. Then you might not see it for a while. Then I'm using it again. I'm just saying it's part of my lifestyle. It's part of what I do. It's not just something I have to do. It's not part of, oh, it's business. I gotta sell you this, you know? This is something that's serious to me, and this is my baby. So basically all the ingredients in the back I would go buy at my natural food store. But I was buying them all separate. What better than to just get them put in one product? So the best way to explain FIBURN is it's like a pre-workout energy, it's a thermogenic and a fiber supplement in one. So a lot of us like that little pick-me-up, which I'm very sensitive to caffeine. You guys know this. I don't drink caffeine. I don't do pre-workouts. But I wanted something that just kind of like picked me up a little bit. And this does an amazing job. I don't get that high where I'm like, out of control, because I'm one of those people where I get super uncomfortable and I get sick if it's too much. This is perfect. And you don't have like a come down from it. You just feel good. And that's what I really, really like about this product is it's just smooth sailing with it. Like you get that energy. Now remember, keep in mind, if a lot of you have already abused caffeine or you do tons of caffeine already, this is probably not going to give you the energy you want. You might have to take a break from your caffeine for a little bit. And then you got your thermogenic. So we're going to talk a little bit about thermogenic. I'm not saying fat burner because it's one of those, it's a really touchy subject, especially in industry, because someone's like, you said this was a fat burner and I'm not burning fat. This, again, we're going back to what I talked about in the beginning. Fat burners are not that magic pill that are just going to help you lose fat and drop fat. This is just something you're adding into your regimen to help increase what you're already doing with diet and exercise. It's going to maximize what you're doing. It's just going to be enhancing what you're doing. So thermogenic, what does that mean? It means produce heat. So basically what it's doing is through taking a supplement, it's increasing heat through metabolic stimulation. That's why you probably notice when you take certain thermogenics or that are called fat burners, you sweat, you feel that heat. That's what it's doing. It's heating up that core temperature. It's metabolic stimulation. Basically all it's doing is enhancing. It's enhancing what you're already doing. It's not going to directly burn fat. Now that's where unfortunately in today's industry, you hear fat burner, burn fat, this burns fat, but that's not how supplements work. It's not like take this, you're gonna lose weight, you're gonna burn fat. People who do take supplements, losing weight, maintaining muscle, and especially the natural way, they're doing it the right way. They have everything timed together, their diet, their exercise, their supplement intake, everything's working together to burn fat more efficiently and to maintain muscle. But something like this is not doing it alone. There's a lot of other factors at play. So when you hear fat burner, you can't just throw in a fat burner and expect it to burn fat. It doesn't work that way. So you guys have probably noticed when I talk about my supplement, I'm not saying fat burner all the time. I say thermogenic. It only enhances it. It only aids in a proper diet and exercise. When you're doing all those, you're just going to benefit from it. Go into the fiber part of it. So fiber supplement that's added into this. So a lot of us either can't or don't get enough fiber in our diet. What does fiber do? It helps with digestion. Helps keep things moving. Since I've been taking this, it's like clockwork every day. When everything's working properly and you have proper digestion, it reduces bloat. It reduces the amount of poo-poo that gets stuck and stored in your intestines. So a lot of you who don't go to the bathroom regularly, you're gonna get bloated. You're gonna get a distended stomach. So when you have the proper digestion, it's gonna help keep that nice and flat. And plus, it's healthy to be doing that every single day. If you're not doing it every single day, I'm concerned. Yes, we all do that. So some of you that go, oh, I don't do that. Fiber supplement should not replace where you get fiber. Now fiber comes from foods. A lot of it comes from various different fruits, vegetables, beans, a variety of different foods. I know a lot of you take laxatives and various different teas that have laxatives in them to help you go to the bathroom or to help you keep a flat stomach. That is unhealthy. Forcing yourself to try to go to the bathroom is not a natural function. You want to intake the proper stuff and let your body naturally digest and naturally waste the way it's supposed to. Absolutely love, love, love my first product, the J series. It's been amazing. I've been super happy with it. I know a lot of you guys, actually, I've gotten so much feedback. You guys have just said nothing but amazing, amazing things, and I'm so glad you love it too. And this is only the beginning, so I'm going to be having more amazing products that are very similar with the design and formulation, stuff that I would personally use. So really, this is all I use, guys. This is it right here. And then everything else is diet. I don't use that many supplements. A lot of you don't need that many supplements. A lot of you don't even need supplements. But depending on your goal and where you want to go with it, to remind you guys, before you go crazy on supplements, get that diet and exercise on point and then go from there. Understand your supplements before taking them. Remember, supplements do not replace what diet and exercise do. If you do not have proper diet and exercise, no amount of supplements will help you. You're gonna be wasting your money, you're gonna end taking all this stuff, and then you're gonna hate supplements because you're like, this crap doesn't work for me. So you don't trust supplements, and you're gonna like despise anybody who's saying, hey, you know, this product, because it was abused and not done correctly in the first place. Remember, supplements is something that completes or enhances something that it does not replace, and it is not magic pills. You do not have to have supplements, but it just depends on what your goal is. You need to know exactly what your goal is and start with the diet and exercise and then go from there. Hopefully you guys found this video helpful, and especially when it comes to supplements, and you know, just being completely honest with you guys about supplements, because I think really what it comes down to is actually like, I care about you guys. I care about your guys' well-being. I want you to be educated, because I know for my own self, I wouldn't want somebody to lie to me or just be like giving me false information just to take my money. I wouldn't want that done to me, and I don't want that done to you guys. So I think it's important to be real, to share real information with you guys. If you're honest and you really help people, it's gonna carry with you in the long run. People are gonna trust you, you're gonna help other people, and they're gonna be helping you. It's all about helping each other be successful in our journey, no matter what that is. But if you guys like this video, please like it, share it, subscribe if you haven't already subscribed. Thank you guys for tuning in. Mwah, it's always a pleasure. I will see you guys on the next video.